I'm not going to show today's trip through the trail. It was uneventful. I kind of get tired of showing the same thing over and over. But I did want to show, I got to the construction site here and I got one of the curbs in now for the road. So, the project's coming along. My project for today is extending the light bar on the ES950. I got the extension on the Monster and I like how it worked out. My head's not taking up so much space in the video anymore. So I kind of want to do the same thing with the ES950, so that's what I'm going to do today.
As it seems I could be driving this for a while until I figure out what to do about the Monster's motor. So I'm going to make a couple modifications to my light bar. It's still pretty rattly. And it's kind of low, so I'm going to raise it up and stabilize it a little bit more, and if I can afford it, I'll get another light bar, sort of kind of like the one I have on the Monster. We'll see how that works out. Taking advantage of the really super nice hot weather we're having. Spend as much time outdoors as I can. Nice before it goes away. As like I've said before, September is notorious for giving us our first snowfall. So there is 4 more days left of the month. And here we are getting temperatures over 30 degrees. Which is really, really, really hot. But perfect for me. Just I absolutely love it when it's like this. And the downside is, right now, Lake Huron is heating up. So I'm thinking it's going to be pretty inevitable that we are going to have a lot of lake effect snow this winter. That's the downside to all this. I have to see what happens. I got one bolt going through the hole here. Got a nut on the outside and a nut on the inside. And for whatever reason, the nut on the inside likes to come loose. So I gotta take the lid off. And tighten that up. One way or another, I need to come up with a better system. This looks like crap anyways, but it's functional, it works. And this thing moving around is probably assisting with all the rattling noises that exist in the camera. The problem is I can't get a wrench in there. I gotta use a socket, but the bolt is so long I need a deep socket, which I don't have. I'm just kind of stuck with whatever I can use. This wrench is just how it appears. Alright, well, apparently this isn't too small, it just wasn't going on the right angle. Okay. I'll put everything back together now. And then it's doing that. Okay. I can do that right on this side. Should really be lubricating these. One more. Oh, I wish they were all that easy. Good and tight again. Still rattly, but at least it's not going to fall off. Flag's going to be higher now. That's going to be a problem going in and out of the shelter. Yeah, that's going to be a real problem. That's even higher than the monster. How much do I have to take off here? Wait. Okay. That's never happened. I used to jam on this. I'm not doing that now. Possible if you just leave it like that. Sounds like fire trucks. It does, it does, it does. My cord's long enough now. Wow. Yeah, just straight up to it, apparently. Making this one more usable. Probably look at it tomorrow. There it is, right here. And you realize it was outside. I need a new cord for it though, because this cord's not working very well. Date. Is it all possible? Screwdriver is my little stubby. We're good for now. I really need to put a new cord on this. Okay, that's gonna fit. Good. I guess I'm done. Okay. Pressure. Put one on each side here if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to.
A little while later, went out for a tour, tested out, and as you can see, the camera's a little too high now. So, no longer have the problem of my head taking up space in the video. It's barely visible. So, I gotta lower it a little bit. But, that's what tests are for. To find out what you did right or what you did wrong.
Well, this past weekend was the first official weekend of fall, but it felt more like summer across Ontario and Quebec.
Yeah, a lot of places in southern Ontario and Quebec saw record-breaking heat both days. Some of the warmest temperatures we've seen this entire year, Erin. And that's going to stay that way for a few more days, but then a pattern change is going to be underway.
Yeah, big pattern change is coming in. It's going to kick out that ridge of high pressure that's been over us for the past week as this trough moves in across the Great Lakes and ushers in cooler temperatures.
So as we take a look at these temperatures by Wednesday, you can see quite a contrast from northwestern Ontario to the south. This boundary is going to be slowly tracking through southern Ontario Wednesday, and this is what's going to be cooling down temperatures. It'll also bring in some showers and thunderstorms.
Yeah, a few showers and thunderstorms, mostly confined to eastern and northern Ontario. As that front moves through for the rest of the week, it's going to usher in much cooler temperatures into the weekend.
Yeah, as we take a look at next weekend, temperatures resembling much more October-like temperatures, and Sunday will be the first day of October, so much more autumnal weather, Erin. And as we take a look at the pattern coast to coast for the beginning of October,
it's much different for the west coast, but that heat will start to build back in, not as warm as we've seen for the past week or so, but we are going to see more warm days ahead and a lot more sunshine.
Wow, what a difference in temperature. Like yesterday it was too hot to wear a shirt, and today I'm wearing a jacket. So my light bar is a little too high. Wasn't really 100% sure how it's going to work, but the problem is you can't see me. it's so high you can't see where my head is, so gotta make a little bit of an adjustment. But where did they go? Here they are. I bought shorter ones this time, and I got another plastic connector, so I can get rid of that steel one. Gave on a little bit of weight, and this one might actually be a little too short this time, but we'll see. Find the other one. It bounces around so much. There's a lot of everything kind of moves around in here. Here it is. So if those are too short, then there's another size in between that I can get. But today I'm going to be taking apart the monster's motor and see if I can see what's wrong with it. Yeah. Take my hat off, it's getting in the way. Here we go. I'm hoping when I take this thing apart, it's just a bearing. Something nice and simple that I can actually fix myself. It's typical of him. There we go. I gotta get Oh man, that grease sticks. I know I've said that a million times, but it really, really does. Oh my god. Probably gonna need new brushes now. These ones are pretty much burnt. Thanks to whatever problem I got going on here. Definitely burnt. No question about that. I think before I go any farther, I'm going to disconnect the brake wire. So I'm hoping that these screws that were I had to pay $50 to get the electrician to loosen for me. I'm hoping they're still good. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. See, this is going to be a problem. Trailer hitch is going to be in the way. Quit moving. instead of that. Heating oil. I don't know if 3-in-1 oil will work on that or not. At the moment, don't know what to do yet. Then I got WD-40. I have another container of 3-in-1 oil that I haven't opened yet. And I have liquid wrench. So, all three of them say the exact same thing. Stops squeaks, cleans and protects, loosens rusted parts, frees sticky mechanisms, and dries out moisture. They all say the same thing. So, hopefully, this will make a difference. Guess we'll have to see. I'll come back to that tomorrow. Alright. So my first attempt made it a little too high. And the problem with that is the camera cords are too short now. So I gotta try again.